Joining me now is Britnee Timberlake, community activist from East Orange. Welcome, Britnee.
Thank you very much.
Britnee, I know you've been involved in a host of community organizations in Essex County. Your primary focus is the Essex County Community Land Trust. Maybe tell us a little bit about that work and how you got involved and what your successes are.
Sure. The Essex Community Land Trust, it's a nonprofit organization that moves forward the mission of creating permanent affordable housing. As it stands now, affordable housing has restrictions where they expire in about 10 years, the most 30. We don't think that affordable housing should ever expire, and every town should definitely have it. So we do it for 99 years. So in our lifetime, we won't see expiring affordable housing occurring, and there will always be housing available for low-income people, no matter what's going on in the city, whatever development, new train stations or whatever the new city plan is.
I know you got your master's from Seton Hall University. How did you get involved in this particular area?
Well, yes, I did. I got my master's in nonprofit management, and I've always had a heart to serve the community. And I've always wanted to do exactly what I'm doing. So I replied to an open job invitation, and I fell in love with the work with affordable housing. But prior to that, I had also been working for other nonprofits.
Okay. I mean, I know in 2014 presents new opportunity for you personally. Tell us, the viewers of the Giblin Report, what that's all about.
Yes, so I'm actually running for freeholder, District 3.
What is a freeholder?
So a freeholder it's likened to what city council people do, but on the county level. And they're a legislative branch where they're responsible for the budget, making sure that the money...
How many freeholders are there in Essex County?
9.
And are you running at large?
No, I'm running in a District seat, District 3. So
Which
it's
encompasses what communities?
Orange, East Orange, South Orange, and parts of Newark.
And how does it feel to be on the campaign road?
You know, I'm loving it because everything I do, this is just what I've always wanted to do as far as helping people. I think that I'm going to be able to help people at a higher level, taking what I know from nonprofit and applying it to an elected seat.
You know, looking at your district, what type of challenges you see out there when you're out talking to the residents or the voters about what they're looking for?
Well, because I am serving a vast majority, in South Orange, pedestrian safety is a big concern. But in places like Newark, you're dealing with everything from public safety to streetscaping for the business owners and attracting new businesses.
What about the issue of unemployment? Is that a critical issue?
Yes. It certainly is a critical issue. Jobs must be created, and I'm excited because some of the other freeholders that are coming on feel the same exact way, and that's something that we want to work together.
What about our young people? I mean, what kind of issues are you dealing with as far as your interaction?
Well, okay, so the county college is not really graduating at a high rate right now. They're at about a 5 to 8% graduation rate. And that's something that we can help with as freeholders. We can get down to the bottom of the issue and come up with solutions to where we can have our young people receive the kind of education
the only thing
that they
is,
need.
it's not just young people that are availing themselves of the college, right? Don't a lot of people just take courses maybe to get a quick way to accelerate their career?
Right, it's very true.
And like with the young people, I mean, with coming out of school, and they probably have a higher percentage of unemployment, correct?
They do. Well, okay. It's an issue. I graduated with student loan debt into a failing housing market, and the career market is pretty much shot as well. And that's why I'm so excited to do this work, because I get it. I've been there. How is it that we have $200,000 in student loan debt and there's no jobs when you come out? So this is something that we really need to start paying attention to. I know on the state level, there was definitely a victory for raising the minimum wage. That's great, but again, we need more jobs, and we need to be helping people and helping young people to be able to free themselves of these debts and go after their passions.
A little bit about your background. I guess you'd consider yourself a military brat?
Yes.
Is that the accurate description?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about that experience. I know your father was in service, and you kind of moved around a bit in the country, or even the world, I believe.
Yes,
So
certainly.
what was that experience all about?
It was fabulous. You know,
What branch of service was your father in?
Army. My father was an 82nd Airborne Army
So
sergeant.
he made a career of the Army?
Yes, he did. My parents met and fell in love at Uppsala University in East Orange. My father was a basketball player, and he needed some more financial security, you know, when he got married. So he joined the military, and he rose all the way up to being an 82nd Airborne sergeant. We traveled all over, from Germany to Hawaii.
So you went to school in all these different locales?
All these different areas. And you know something?
Can you speak German?
No, I can say danke.
Okay.
All of the issues that I've seen in my travels remain the same. You know,
In terms of what?
In terms of in urban areas, they're usually dealing with the same issues throughout the country. And it's amazing to see that. And sure, there's slight variations and differences, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. School systems need to be better, more robust. Yeah.
You know, this is a great opportunity for yourself. You know, you're a relatively young person. Why do you think the Essex County Democratic Party made decisions to select you? Are you a different, you know, new leadership, women, got a good grasp of the community? I mean, all of the above?
I actually think all of the above. I think the Democratic Party has gone through a lot of changes. You know, unfortunately, the race for governor, this past race, was definitely an interesting one. Not every Democrat supported Barbara, but I supported her. And Leroy Jones supported her, and he's the Democratic chairperson. And I think that he knows, with my nonprofit background and with my heart for the community and my know-how, that my generation can bring something new and refreshing and really help to solve the issues. We have, as an elected official, they really, you know, they have the power, you know, to change things, to work on those issues that I was talking about, a failing housing market, student loan debt, you know, jobs.
What other community areas are you involved with, you know, besides the housing trust? I mean, you also have do some work on another side occupation, which is a whole different facet as far as for the benefit of our viewers. What's that? You do some catering, I believe?
Yes, I do. Actually, so I had to work my way through college. My parents didn't have money to send me away for it. Seton Hall was very expensive. And I worked my way as a secretary and also as a caterer. So right now, you know, I still, every once in a while, will cater. However, really there's a product underneath it where it's a fundraiser. It's cookie dough. When children sell it, they're actually raising money for their future college expenses. See, everything with me.
Is this something where that's done through an organization?
It's underneath it's called College Bound Cookies. And people can find out more information by visiting www.collegeboundcookies.com. Schools and organizations can sign up for it. I thought back to all the stuff I used to sell as a child, and I just imagined, what if I would have had a portion of those proceeds to go toward my college expenses? You know, our issues in America are very much so alike, you know, in the low to moderate income class. College is too expensive right now. And I thought back to my own life. I thought that if I chased the American dream, when I was in college, I cashed in my savings bonds my grandmother gave me and purchased a small condo. Since then, the market crashed. It's 80% underwater. I mean, it's a nightmare. And then on top of that, the student loan debt. And that's the reason why I do the affordable housing with the Essex Community Land Trust and why I created College Bound Cookies, because people need a way to save for their dreams.
And, you know, if you're really going to specify, you know, your concentration when you're elected in Essex County Feeler, what's the focus going to be?
Well, the focus is going to definitely always be on the low to moderate income people. I want to help with Essex County College with the graduation rate. I even want to help with the jail and putting some kind of education there. How can we say we're creating safer streets if they have a very limited education and not too many vocational programs inside of the jail? People are going to be coming out of prison in less than a year. The street, you know, how can you say you're creating safer streets but you're not rehabilitating? Also, the welfare building, I'm very much so interested in helping because Because somebody is down, why does our society tend to kick people whenever they're down? I want to make sure that, we are helping people.
What, more towards training programs?
Training programs, even for the staff, training people to work together and to build up our community.
And as far as a message to younger people like yourself who aspire for public service, are you going to give them some encouragement as far as you went through a program called Emerge?
Yes.
What was that all about? That was like a scholarship program. You had to go through a selection process?
Yes, it was a selection process. In Emerge, New Jersey, they train women for democratic leadership. And it's phenomenal. They brought in...
How long was that program?
It was about 6 months long, and it's a commitment. We met once or twice a month on a Saturday, and they taught us everything we needed to know in order to be a public official.
So you were a 2014 graduate?
2014 inaugural class.
And so you graduate, and then you get an opportunity to run for freeholder. That's as good as you want to get, right?
It certainly is, and it's very humbling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you must have been a role model for other folks in the class.
Yes, but we were all role models for one another. I think there's 11 other women, and they're phenomenal. And quite a few of them are also running for different things.
So how do people go about getting involved with Emerge?
Contact Emerge is also a national program, and they have different state breakdowns. And this is the first year that we're doing it in New Jersey, and we're the first class. So if they go to emergenewjersey.com or .org, then they can find out more information. But if there's any woman out there who really wants to get into public office, it is a phenomenal program to go through.
Well, it's been a great opportunity to interview Britnee Timberlake, the Executive Director of the Essex County Community Land Trust, located at 60 South Fullerton Avenue in Montclair, as well as a candidate for freeholder in District 3, which includes